Disappointed that we started MAC play with an L. That was obviously not the way we wanted to start the new year, the new season. And that was not what we were working towards these last 2 days. I feel like we had a really good 2 days of prep going into Western. This is the MAC, this is why I'm grateful to be here in this position. This is a really, really good conference. It is a well-coached conference. Their coaching staff does a tremendous job, top to bottom. They're a really well-coached team. They execute really well. That's why I was excited that St. Thomas was our tune-up because they're very similar. And they just took it to us. They were more physical than us. And at the end of the day, they wanted it more and they got the win. So not happy with that. I am glad that we responded a little bit in that second half. I thought we had some fight. I thought we made some good adjustments. But again, we keep talking about the margin of error not being very big. It's very, very small. Again, this is such a good league, and I'm so excited to be coaching in it. If you mess up a ball screen coverage, you mess up a rotation, you don't make an adjustment out of a timeout, and it's 3 points or an easy layup. And we learned a lot today, and now we've got to elevate and get better. Not so much adjustments as much as executing what we had initially wanted to do. I think the first half we struggled with our initial execution. So we got back to what we wanted to do and reminded our team about what we wanted to do offensively. And then defensively, Asensio crushed us all game long, unfortunately, which isn't a good job adjusting to her. But I do feel like in that second half, that segment where we were able to go on a run, I think we did some really good things with her when she got in ball screens that forced them to score different, and I think it got them on their heels a little bit. So that was a good adjustment that we made. She's a heck of a player, and she knows that, and she puts in a lot of work, and so I'm proud of the work that she puts in for her development. I'm tough. I'm not satisfied with it because I do think she could do even more, believe it or not. I do think there are opportunities that she misses, and she knows it, and she wants to get better with that. But she's an incredible player, and she's putting up big numbers, and I'm excited for her to go from that operating at 85% to operating at 90 and eventually operating at 100. Because once we see that girl at 100, there's no one stopping her, and I do think it will contribute to some wins.
Definitely.
You got to be tough. This conference is brutal. It's brutal in the best way if you're a competitor. And if you don't come ready or right, you're going to get your tail kicked. And I'll be completely honest, Western came right and we didn't. And now we know what it looks like. We know what it feels like. And so now, again, how do we learn? How do we elevate? But I think we learned that you got to bring your A game. You got to bring a toughness. You really, really do. And you have to understand that the margin for error is very small.